Rhea Ripley is in the headlines for a big reason, so we'll see what's new there. We'll also check out what's new for Cody Rhodes, premium live events, and more. Starting things off with an update for Rhea Ripley. Despite picking up the big win at Crown Jewel, both Ripley and Sky were missing from television for a while, and fans had wondered why they were gone for so long. Sky has been in Tokyo lately, so that appears to be the reason for her absence. But how about for Rhea Ripley? Well, during a live event just a few days after Crown Jewel, Rhea Ripley was injured during a tag team match, and she suffered a severely broken nose. So it appears that Rhea's broken nose has been what kept her away from television in recent weeks. And according to new reports, Rhea Ripley being away from television was about to affect some major upcoming plans for the Survivor Series Premium Live event. Rhea Ripley was always penciled in to be a participant on the babyface team for the Women's War Games match this year. A similar role to 2024, where Rhea Ripley was also in the Women's War Games match. Rhea's War Games status was in limbo for a few weeks there. There were talks about Rhea Ripley potentially being replaced in that match, but Rhea Ripley recently returned in the closing moments of the November 10th edition of Raw, after the Kabuki Warriors became the new tag team champions by defeating Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. A whole battle broke out that appeared to have revealed the War Games teams. It's looking like it'll be Rhea Ripley, Sky, Charlotte, and Alexa Bliss versus Jax Legend and the Kabuki Warriors. That's only 4-on-4 right there, and War Games matches are traditionally 5-on-5, so it's possible that one additional member could be added on each side, and there's lots of talent to choose from for those spots. For the heel side, it can be Becky Lynch, Jade Cargill, or even the newly turned Nikki Bella. And for the babyface side, it can be Stephanie, Maxine, Tiffany, or maybe even AJ Lee. It's been a long time rumor that AJ Lee would be involved in the War Games matches at Survivor Series. But with the event so close and AJ nowhere to be seen, it's looking like she could miss the event after all. But if the final lineup for the 2025 Women's War Games match looks anything similar to that, it will certainly be an exciting matchup. Lots of dynamics, history, and even foreshadowing could be in play in that matchup with those names. Not only do you have some big young names and big current names in that match, but you could even have legends like Nikki Bella and AJ Lee in the match as well. So that's exciting itself. Who would have thought Nikki Bella and AJ Lee would be standing in the same ring together in 2025? Those two have not shared the ring with each other since over 10 years ago in 2015. So we're yet to see how the story for the War Games match turns out, and if it's a quality storyline, but it certainly looks like the star power will absolutely be there for this match, so hopefully it does turn out to be a great one. TKO President Mark Shapiro recently opened up eyes this week when he revealed the company's future plan for how they will handle WWE Premium Live events. Mark had nothing but great things to say about Nick Khan and Triple H, but he did point out one big issue that he noticed. Mark said that a majority of WWE's current Premium Live events are all events created by Vince McMahon. Mark explained that they have to phase those events out, get rid of them, and get fully past those creations by Vince McMahon. This means that any show, any Premium Live event that was created by Vince McMahon has to eventually be removed. As the TKO president, it sure does seem like Mark is speaking for the entire TKO board of directors. So this means that all of the classic beloved events such as Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, and so on will all eventually be phased out and removed for good, since they were Vince McMahon's creations and not TKO. It sounds like TKO wants to create original Premium Live events that they came up with themselves and have those events be the major WWE shows of the year. They do not want to use Vince McMahon's creations in the long haul, so those comments are extremely scary for any fan that does cherish those big Premium Live events and holds them close to their heart. What would the WWE calendar year even look like if you remove all of Vince McMahon's creations and events? No Royal Rumble, no WrestleMania, no SummerSlam, just none of that at all here. If what Mark says does eventually come true, fans already have a lot of mixed feelings on certain things TKO is doing, but getting rid of all the core WWE Premium Live events does seem like it would be the craziest decision yet from them. Hopefully this is something where someone can step in and save these events from extinction. You have The Rock on the TKO board of directors, someone who grew up watching these events and even took part in these events, so hopefully he can step in and save the fate of these events. Because what Mark said there about those plans only made fans nervous, anxious, and sad for the future. Not really excited for it, so hopefully that's a move that doesn't go through after all. A fun new fan theory for Cody Rhodes recently popped up following some of the events from Smackdown. Cody Rhodes is mostly dealing with Drew McIntyre at the moment. Drew is the main rival that is demanding all of Cody's attention right now, but Aleister Black recently made it known that he has his eyes on Cody Rhodes, and that undisputed title as well. Cody may still be focused on Drew McIntyre, but there's no way Aleister Black is just going to fade into the night and not be heard from again. His match against Cody Rhodes was interrupted, and he should be enraged by that. It should mean that Aleister Black will continue to come after Cody Rhodes in the near future here. And what makes Cody Rhodes versus Aleister Black even more interesting is of course the involvement of Zelina Vega and the role she'll play. We've already seen her physically put her hands on Cody Rhodes with that big slap from SmackDown. So we're to assume Zelina's role and involvement will only grow if a full feud between Cody Rhodes and Aleister Black does happen. And this whole situation has everyone thinking the exact same thing we were all thinking when we saw Becky and Seth pretty much harassing CM Punk. Everyone pointed that Punk has a wife at home that's not afraid of getting physical, and she could return and help balance out the odds for him, and that's exactly what happened in CM Punk's case. So pretty much the same exact thought right here. Cody Rhodes also has a wife at home who isn't afraid to get physical and could seek revenge on Zelina Vega, and that's of course Brandi Rhodes. Brandi Rhodes managed Cody Rhodes for a bit in AEW, and even got into some matches and verbal battles over there as well. We haven't seen much of Brandi Rhodes in WWE ever since Cody Rhodes returned to the company. Brandi Rhodes only made a cameo appearance at WrestleMania 40 during Cody's entrance and at the end of that match for the celebration, but we've never seen the two paired up in WWE outside of that very brief moment at WrestleMania 40. So fans are wondering if this is opening up the door for Cody Rhodes to reintroduce his wife Brandi Rhodes to the WWE universe. Brandi Rhodes will really balance out the odds here and cancel out Zelina Vega as Cody faces Aleister Black. Not to mention that it would just be really nice to see Cody and Brandi paired up together again, even if it's for a brief program. Fans are just really suspicious of that direction, because it's the classic way they bring back couples on television. They did it a few years back when they did the big married couples mixed tag match between The Miz and Maurice versus Edge and Beth Phoenix. We just saw them do it in September with CM Punk and AJ Lee versus Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. So fans are really wondering if they're pulling this card out again, potentially for the return of Brandi Rhodes. We'll have to see if that turns out to be the case. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.